So today we will go with moment distribution method, and that moment distribution method we are going to apply for frames. So we are going to consider around 5 problems, and we will go a little bit fast. So fixed end moments we will not see, then your distribution factors, because now where we are well known with these terms, so we will go a little bit fast. So we have first ABCD frame we have considered, and we have support A, C, D. These support are fixed support, and we have 10 kilonewton per meter, that is UDL on AB, and 40 kilonewton on BC is concentrated load at center, and we have concentrated load at in center of DB is 10 kilonewton. So now first we will have fixed end moments. Here we need not require to go for static and kinematic indeterminacy. We can directly start with fixed end moments. So member AB we have UDL, so WL square by 12 minus WL square by 12 will be AB, and BA will be plus WL square by 12. Now we will go to BC. We have center load, so minus WL by 8, and then we have WL by 8. So 40 load is acting at center, 4-meter span, and then 20. So remember BD. Now here you can see we have taken first value as plus. Now how this comes? Already I told you we will not go here directly. First moment is always negative, second moment is always positive. I told you, you can see moment due to load. We moment due to load here, if you see, this will be anti-clockwise, and fixed end moment therefore will be developed clockwise for BD, and in reverse way for DB, because DB we are going to get here clockwise moment due to load, and therefore my fixed end moment becomes anti-clockwise for DB. So I have DB negative. So you can see over there we are in the same fashion. So we have that is BD plus, and DB we have minus 5 kilonewton meter. This is most important. We have to see due to loading we have clockwise or anti-clockwise, and then we have to go in opposite send for fixed end moment, because this is resisting moment developed. Now step 2, we have carryover factors. We have joint B only, where we have all these members are there. Now if we will go my all ends, that is end A, end C, and end D, all these end are fixed, and therefore my carry stiffness is 4 EI upon L. Now here L, if you will see, that is 4 to all. So I have 4 EI by L, that is EI for member BA, we have BC also EI, then we have BD also EI, and therefore my total stiffness becomes 3 EI, and my distribution factors will be 1/3, 1/3, 1/3, and that will be 0.333 for all these member BA, BC, and BD. Now once we are with these distribution factors and fixed end moments, then we can go to step 3, which will be moment distribution table. Now here if you will see to this frame, then we have beam, and for this beam we have fixed support, and therefore we have this frame as non-sway frame, and therefore we have only non-sway analysis. We need not require to go for sway analysis. So we have non-sway analysis. So non-sway frame. So as we have non-sway frame, so we will go with only one table, which will be a table for non-sway frame. So we have joint. So we have A, B, C, D. Now we have members for A joint AB. For B joint we have BA, then we have BD, then we have BC. For C joint we have CB, and for D we have DB. Now if we will go to fixed end moments, already we have calculated these values and we have substituted is here. Keep in mind BD is plus and DB is minus. Otherwise, in most of the cases, we have first value minus and second is plus, but loading we have to see very carefully. Then distributed moment we have to go. Then distributed moment we do not have any release over here, because my end A and C and end D, which are end supports, and all these are fixed, and we have to go for the moment. Now distribution I'm going to sum these, or I will say better, I have algebraic sum for these three, and then we have 13.33 plus 5, that will be 18.33 minus 20. So you have balance value is minus 1.67. So to balance it, I have to apply 1.6. Opposite we are, because this is unbalanced 1.6, and to balance it I have to apply 1.67 over there, and therefore 1.67 now is balanced moment, and to multiply this balanced moment by this distribution factor, because we have to distribute this moment among the members as per their stiffnesses as per the distribution. And then if we will multiply it, then we will get this value as plus 0.56, 0.56 and 0.56. And then you will get carryover moment. So we can go for carryover moment. BA goes to AB. We have to just reverse the letter, and that will give you where you have to carry over. So half carryover we have to go, that we know. So for BA, we have to go AB 0.28. For BC, we have to go for CB 0.28. But for BD, actually we have to go for DB, and that value we can take 0.27 or 0.28, that doesn't matter. So actually this we will go for 0.28 again, and then we have this will be carryover moment, and then we have final moment. So we will get final moment in this fashion. So this will be 4.74 or 0.4.73. That will not affect a lot. And then we have this will be the final moments. And by taking these final moments, we have to go for bending moment diagram. Now, how we will plot this? So that already I told you, you have to take bending moment, and accordingly we have to go for it. Now, if I will consider AB, now I have AB anti-clockwise, I will plot AB anti-clockwise. BA we have clockwise, I will plot BA clockwise over here. Then we have BC. Then BC, if you will see, you have member BC, this is anti-clockwise, so BC anti-clockwise. Then we have CB, CB we have clockwise, so we have CB clockwise. Sorry, this we have to plot anti-clockwise, so minus sign. So anti-clockwise we have to plot, so this will be like this. And then BD, if you will see, so at B we have clockwise, so I will plot clockwise, and B we have minus, so anti-clockwise, so I will plot it anti-clockwise. And this will show your beam will go in which direction. So AB we have actually anti-clockwise, so this is also I have shown clockwise, so this is not clockwise, so clockwise, so this is anti-clockwise. So this clockwise take beam up, this also take beam up, up, this will left, and this will also left. You can see your bending moment diagram for this. We have plotted in the same fashion. Now WL square by 8 for your AB, and for your BC, we have WL by 4. So we have in this fashion, and here also WL by 4, and we will get this will be BMD by superposition. Now we will go for another. So this is also we have A, B, C, D frame, and this frame we have to analyze again by moment distribution. Same frame we have analyzed by slope deflection also. So here also we have joint B, but I have overhang as BD. And then we will go fixed end moment. So AB we have minus 37.5, and then we have BA, this is also plus 37.5. Then BC, I will not go in detail with these fixed end moments now. This MFBD, this also we have taken in slope deflection method, which is equal to MBD, and we have this value as minus 210 kilonewton meter. So now we have step 2, directly carryover factors. Now here we have BA and BC. BD is overhang, so we do not have any carryover factor for overhang. So we have BA, again my end is A end is fixed, so we have stiffness as 4 EI by L, and that will gives us 1.33 EI. If I will go for BC, then C end is also fixed, so that will be now 4 EI by 4, and that value we will get it as EI equal to that value we will get as EI. Now here we have this span actually 4 meters, not 5 meters. So we have this will be 4 meter again. And that will gives me value that is 50. So now we will switch over to the total stiffness. So we have this will be EI and 1.33 EI. Actually, this comes 2.33. If we will take it in fraction only, then we are going to get in this fashion values 0.57 and 0.53. Now, if we will go to moment distribution table, then we have 0.57, 0.43. We have joint A, joint B, joint C. Now, for joint A, we have member AB. For joint B, we have BA, then we have BD, then we have BC, and then for joint C, we have CB. Now, keep in mind, BD do not have any distribution factor because BD is overhang. So, we do not have any distribution factor for BD. And always keep in mind distribution factor at a joint, if you add it, it should be 1 always. Here also we have 0.57 plus 0.53. 43 is 1. If you will see in first problem, we have 0.333, 0.333 and 0.333. So that is approximately 1 again. So now we have fixed end moments. So we will put fixed end moments over there, minus 37.5, 37.5, minus 210, minus 50 and 50. Now keep in mind, I know my value of BD, that is moment BD, this will never change. This will be as it is. So now we will go to distribute these moments. So we are going to release support B, or you can say we are going to distribute one and the same thing for this case only. So how we will release support B? So we are going to add this algebraically, and then whatever unbalanced moment we will get, we are going to multiply that unbalanced moment by using these distribution factors 0.57 and 0.43. No distribution moment we will have to BD member. And now if we will go to this minus 210, minus 50, so minus 260 and plus 37.5, so 40, 222.5, and if you multiply it, then you will get this as 126.83 and 95.67. And after this release, support B, or you can say distribution here, it's okay for this case. And then we have carryover moment. We have to take half of this because we know carryover moment when we have farther end fixed goes half. And if it is overhang, simple support, it will be 0. So now for 95.67, we have this value 47.84. And now we will get final moment. This moment will be in this fashion. So we have, this will be the final moments, and then we will go for BMD actually. So we have plotted this BMD, but if we will go to slope deflection method, so we have actually committed one mistake over there in slope deflection method for this beam. Here we have to show actually for BD 210, but there I have shown and I have connected actually this one, but that is wrong. BD I have 210, so we have to take it up and then we have to connect it. This you have to keep in mind. This correction you have to do, which we have made in slope deflection method. So we have this will be 210, and then remaining we have as it is, whatever we have seen in slope deflection method. Now we will go to the third problem, which will be analyze the frame ABC as shown in figure by moment distribution method again. Now same problem we have seen in slope deflection method also. So these are compared if you with slope deflection, then you will see this problem we can solve easily and time required is less if we will talk about non-sway frame. But if I will talk about sway frame, then this is lengthy as compared with your slope deflection method. So we have these advantages, disadvantages. Your slope deflection method, we have less calculations or less lengthy for sway frames or sway beams. And if we will talk about moment distribution method, this is easy for your non-sway and or beams, and then we can say it is little bit lengthy if we will talk about sway frames or sway beams. Now fixed moments we have, then we have this formula for couple. This already we have seen, we have gone through this. We have these values we have calculated over there, so we are not going to repeat or we are not going to say the same things over here again. Now member BC, we have again same, we have Here again we have committed mistake over here, so we have to make it, that is 90 into 4, and then we will get it as minus 45 kilonewton meter. So now we will go to step 2, carry over factors. Is it correct now? Yes, we have correct. So now first we have plus and second we have minus. Yes. And now we will go to carry over factors. Now we have joint B, A, again we have A and fixed. So 4EI upon L. But now this is most important. We have to take care of change in EI. So I will again show you EI. To AB we have 2I, and for BC we have 3I. That is most important in examination. You have to keep in mind this part. Then we have stiffness of member BC 4EI upon L, and EI here you have to keep in mind 3I. Student are not going to consider sometimes this value of examination and is going to ask, sir, only EI I have not considered, then what marks I will get? See, due to EI there may be a lot of changes over there. If your frame is non-sway frame, it will become sway frame if it is C types, and therefore you cannot say only EI, because that changes your problem. So whatever problem is given to you, you change the problem and then you have solved it. Then it is difficult to give marks in that cases. So EI, we have to be very careful and we have to put value accordingly. Then we have to go for total stiffness, which we will get over there 17 EI upon 3. Now we will go for distribution factors. So BA we will get 0.47 and BC we will get 0.53. And then we have distribution table over there directly. And then we have distribution table in this fashion. So we have member AB. For joint B, we have BA, BC. For joint C, we have CB. Then fixed end moments minus 25, 0, 45, minus 45. And then distributed moments. So now again we have to add these two. So that is algebra. We will get plus 45. Now I have to go for unbalanced moment. What will be moment? That unbalanced moment I have minus 45, and that minus 45 I have to multiply by 0.47 and I have to multiply by 0.4. Multiplying by 0.7 I will get value minus 21.5. Multiplying by 0.23 I will get as minus 20.85. Whenever we have distributed moment, whenever we have release, means we are going to apply moment to that joint. So I have to carry over half moment to the other end, provided my other end is fixed end. If it is simple support, then I need not require to carry over it. But for fixed, I have to carry over it. And here I have A also fixed and C also fixed. So I have to go for carryover moment, which will be half of these moments, and then I will get this value of carryover moment, and then we have to stop. Actually, we never stop at distributed moment, but if you will see, I do not have anything for your distribution, and whenever you do not have anything for distribution, they do not have it. We have to stop at carryover moment. Otherwise, we have to always stop at distributed moment. So when we will go to the problems of sway, then you will realize how we have to stop it at distributed moment. If you are going to stop at carryover moment, then your answer will be wrong, because you have not balanced the moment. After balancing, you have to stop. And then we have to go for final moment, and then we have to plot BMD. So I have plotted BMD same. We have plotted, that is in the slope deflection method. So I will not repeat for it. And then we will go to the problem number 4. So now we have problem number 4. Now you can see this beam is directly I can see this is sway, because not symmetrical. Now sometimes you may come with the question. So student asks this question. So let us, we have this frame in this fashion. So I will plot it actually. So we have this question. Then we have this question. Everything is same. Now you have this load. So this load is 10 kilonewton. Then you have this load, and this load is 11 kilonewton. So I need not require to think if I will take a line center, put it, so 10, 11, so I have sway frame. Here you need not require to think that I have value, but everything is same, only loading is changed, you have sway frame. Suppose you have loading also same, I have this also same, 10. But I have given this as I, and I have given this as 2I. And if change, little change, I will say, you have to say that frame is going to be sway frame, then sway frame. So you have to keep in mind this bar. Suppose both are 2I, and then you have orang over here. No load is there, then we have non-sway. But if load is there, then again this becomes sway. This load may be 1 kilonewton, then also it will be sway frame. I already told you it should be mirror image by all sense. By all sense means mirror image of loading, mirror image of column supports, mirror image of moment of inertia. Everything should be mirror image, and everything should be there when we will talk about mirror image. And therefore you have to see it very carefully. My frame is sway or non-sway. Here we need not require to think a lot, because span is directly different. So we will go ahead that given frame is sway frame. So I will say this frame, we have this frame as sway. So we will solve it as sway frame. Now we will go first fixed end moments. So we have fixed end moments AB, we have again WL square by 12. So minus 26.67. Then we have WL square by 12 first minus another plus. Then we will go 60 kilonewton. We have WL by 8 minus 15 plus 15. Then we have member CD. Now you can, whenever we will go CD, you can see no load. So automatically my value of MFCD and MFDC becomes 0. Now second, we have to go for carryover factors. Now where we have to go? We have to go at B also. We have to go at C also. For joint B, I have BA. Now you can see farther end. We have considered here, you should be very careful. Farther end I have considered, sorry, joint I have considered B. What will be my farther end? My farther end is A. So my farther end A is fixed support. So it should be 4 EI upon L, which will be EI. Now EI for AB and BC we have I, and for CD we have 1.5 I. Now I will go stiffness for BC. Now I have considered joint C. So farther end is C, and farther end is again continuous. So again I have this value as 4 EI upon L. If span, you will see that it will get 2 EI. So total as 3 EI B, and then we can have this will be values 0.33 and then 0.67. It should be 1 again. That we have to take, or we will write 0.33, 0.66. That should not be the case. You have to say 0.33 and 0.67. Value should be 1. 0.99. Why we will go for 0.99? We can have 0.666. So third digit is 5 or greater than 5. I will increase second digit. If third is less than 5, I will go for 2 digits only. And then I will go joint C. Now see very carefully. When I will talk about joint C, so I have farther support, that is B. So farther support B again continuous. So I have to go for 4 EI upon L. So that is again 2 EI. So if you will see carefully, BC we have and CB, these are same. So now I will go for CD. Now you can see farther end we have D, and my farther end D is simple support. So we have simple support farther end, and whenever I have simple support farther end, I have to go for 3 EI upon L, but EI is 1.5 and I will get 1.5 EI. Now totally if you will see, I have 3.5 EI, and then distribution factor for CB, that will be 0.57, and distribution factor for CD, so it will be definitely again 0.43. So again you can see our total should be 1. That is most important. Now here we will go first. Now we have two analysis. One we have non-sway analysis, another we have sway analysis. So first we will talk about sway analysis, and then we will go for non-sway analysis. Sorry, sway analysis. So first we have, this will be non-sway analysis. So I will mark it as moment distribution table, and this moment distribution table I have, this is for non-sway analysis. So in this we have again same table, we have same for both, that you go for sway or you go for non-sway frames. Now sway analysis, non-sway analysis, so distribution factor 0.33, 0.67, 0.53, 0.43. 57.43. Now joint A, joint B, C, D. Members we have A, B, for B, BA, BC, for C, CB, CD, for D, DC. Now, fixed end moments, if we will talk about, then we have fixed end moments in this fashion. Now, here we have 0. So now my support D, this is simple support. D is simple support. So we have to release it. But as value is already 0, I need not require to release it. If value is not 0, then we have to release it. Then we have next distributed moment. Directly we have to go. Now, distributed moment, we have to go first for BA and BC joint B. So we have minus 15, 26.167. So we will get it as 11.67, but that will be unbalanced moment. So if I have to balance it, then I have to go for minus 11.67. And if I have to go for minus 11.67 as balance moment, then I have to multiply this with 0.33 and I have to multiply it with 0.67. And then you can see you will get these values in minus sign and around double, because we have 0.33 and 0.67. So these values are going to be double. Now, if we will go to these two, then I have at joint C, CB and CD. You add this, you will get 15 plus 15 as unbalanced moment. So to balance it, I have to go for minus 15. This is most important. And then we have minus. So I will get these both values are going to be minus. And then after distribution, we have to go for carryover moment always. Now you can see for BA, I have to go AB, exactly reverse the letters. But now you can see BA, AB, A end, we have further end, which is fixed. So carryover moment will be half. Now we have BC, CB. So we have to go CB, that goes to BC, half of this. BC goes to CB, half of this. Now you can see here no carryover there, because my this end is going to be simple support. We have released it. So we do not have a. So I will mark it no carryover moment. Should be very careful with this. And then we will go it with distributed moment again, because now I have for distribution, you can see I have this minus 4.27, which will be unbalanced moment for this. We have here I have unbalanced moment minus 0.39. So I have to balance it. How I will balance it? So I have this will be 4.27 unbalanced, and here I have unbalanced plus 3.91, and then we have to multiply it by distribution factor, so 3.91, and then we will multiply it by 0.33. So now this will be plus values, and then whenever we have distribution, we have to go for carryover moment. So half carryover moment we have, and how we have to go for CB, BC, BC, CB, and here we cannot go again, because we know we have this value we are going to be 0, because we have this support as simple support, and which will be end support. Now distributed moment, then now if you will see I have unbalanced moment, we have 1.11 for joint B. So I have to balance it, and for balance I have to go this value as minus 1.11, and I will multiply it minus 1.11 by 0.33 and 0.67, and here I have unbalanced moment, which will be minus 1.41, and then I have to multiply it by 0.57 and then 0.43, and then we will get these values as minus. Now here I will go for final moment. How many times we have to go for distribution? So you can see how many times we have gone over there. So if we will see here, so this will be first, so we have this will be second, and this will be third. You have to go minimum 3 times. So if I will say whatever value you have, you can go 10 raised to minus 2 with that values, and then we have 0.26 until that is expected. And if your values difference is there, BA, BC, then you have to again go for distributed moments. So now final moments, if you will see, so I need not require to again go, because 23.84 minus 23.84, 5.38 minus 5.38. So we are in this fashion, and then we will go now for sway analysis. Now in sway analysis, we do not have any moment. We do not know what moment will be developed by sway. So now, but we know, so this is non-sway analysis. And now we know sway analysis. If we will go to this, we have to take delta value towards positive side. So AB, so what moment I have to apply? I have to apply anti-clockwise moment. Same. Then similarly, if I will go for CD, then we have again, this delta should be same because we are going to neglect axial deformation for all, and here my axial deformation of beam is 0. So your sway should be same. Here also I have to go for anti-clockwise moment. So if I will compare this, then what value I have to go? Minus 6 E1 I1 delta upon L1 square. Minus 6 E2 I2 delta upon L2 square. Now in this, if you will see, I have 6 which is common, cancel. So I have E same. So that will be cancel. Delta value we have same, that will be cancel again. And then if you will see, I will get this as I1 upon L1 square, and that is I2 upon L2 square. Do not cancel minus sign. Minus sign indicates this is anti-clockwise. If you will cancel minus sign, then your problem will be wrong. So you should be very careful with this. And then I have minus I upon 4 square is 2 minus 1.5 I upon 3 square. And if you will see this, so I have this 9 on this side, and that is equal to minus 24 on this side. And this will be now my moment for sway analysis. So MAB and MBA I have same, MCD and MDC I have same. Keep in mind, in sway analysis for beam, our moments are 0. So beam we have to take fixed end moments at 0. We are not going to consider any fixed end moments because we have seen for beams we are not going to have any moment developed, and we have to consider for sway only columns. And then we have this moment distribution table in the same fashion. Now I will not again explain in detail because we have to go with one problem again. So we are with this now. Just I will show you minus 9, 0, 0, minus 24, minus 24. And then we have released support D. Now see, in non-sway analysis, we have not released because there my value is already 0. I do not have any fixed moment. I need not require to release it. But here I have to release it because my support D is simple or roller support, which is at end. And how we are going to release it? By making it 0. So I will make it by 24. That is, now it becomes 0. So whenever we will apply any moment, we have to send it on the other side. Now you can see CD. So we have to send it to DC, which will be half, 12. And after this, I have to go for total moment, and then I will get total moment in this fashion. And now I have to go, that is distributed moment in the same fashion. Now at B, we have to add this, then I will get this value as 9. And then for this, we have minus 12 unbalanced, balance will be 12. And then we have to multiply these values by using distribution factors, and we will get these values in this fashion. Now we will go, whenever we have distributed moment, whenever we have release moment, we have to carry over it. So we will carry over moment. So I will get it as 1.5, then I will get it as 3.423, and here 0, because we know D support is simple support, roller support, and we know carryover moment. We do not have carryover. We do not have carryover moment for this. No carryover moment, and therefore we are going to get this value that is equal to 0. So now we will have again distributed moment. So minus 1.13, minus 2.29, minus 1.71, minus 1.29, because now we know this is my unbalanced moment. So to balance it, we have to go in opposite sense. Minus 3.4 is unbalanced, so minus 3 we have to go for this. And then we are going to be carryover moment. So we have half. Now values are in decimals, so 0.56 likewise. So we will go again one distributed moment. So now we are with 3, and then we are with final moments. Now problem, we have assumed this value minus 9, minus 9, minus 24, minus 24. So we have to consider some correction factor C, and that correction factor we have to find out. And after finding this correction factor, we have to multiply that correction factor to the assumed fixed end moment, and that will give me values of moment due to sway. Try to understand. These are assumed moment. We are going to consider a correction factor C for this. Now after correction factor, we are going to get the value of correction factor by using shear equilibrium. By shear equilibrium, once I know value of C, that is correction factor. I will multiply that correction factor to fixed end moments, which will gives me moment, final moment due to sway analysis, and then we have to add this due to non-sway and due to sway. And then you can see this MAB due to non-sway plus MAB due to sway. And then we have just substituted first value is due to non-sway, second value we have C correction factor, and value we have due to sway. So that I have for all these AB, BA, BC, CB, CD and DC. DC is 0. So now I will go shear equilibrium. I need not require to explain the shear equilibrium to you again. We are in the same fashion. So we have these values. So again, we will write the equations. Always final moments we have to consider MAB, MBA, and then we have with these values. So do not confuse. For sway, we have to go positive sway, and moment we are considering anti-clockwise. That is because of positive sway. We have not assumed moment. We have assumed their sway positive. So be very careful with this. And then we can have equation. Now you are very familiar with this equation. We have solved so many problems. And then by this, if I will go with this, then we are going to get in this fashion. So we have these values equal to 0 for second part, that is CD column, taking moment about C0, and then I will get HD. And if I will put these values in these equations, and then I will get value of C, you can go to the calculations, and I will get C 5.92. And now I will substitute this value of C, which will be for final moments. So we have in this fashion. So I have kept this value of C in this. So I will get AB minus 75.62, and likewise we have these all moments. So you can go these by calculation and you can check it. If you come with some correction, then you can have communication to me so that I can correct it. Not here, but in my presentation at least. Now this will be my final moment. And last problem, sorry, BMD you can see over there. Now BMD, you can draw it very easily. So we have, according to moment, we have to plot, and then we will get it. CD, we do not have any load, so we do not have any simply supported moment. And now we will switch over to the last problem, which will be my fourth problem, which we have taken a little bit differently. Now you can see over here. So we have likewise, and we have 1.5 kilonewton A, B, and CD. Now you can see if I will cut it, then is it mirror image? Not at all, because AB is below the line, CD is above the line, and if we are in this fashion, then we have sway frame. But here, non-sway analysis we do not have, because we do not have any load acting between the joints. Whenever we have sway and non-sway analysis, when my loads are in between the joint, then only I will get fixed end moments. Otherwise, we do not get any. Non-sway analysis is due to fixed external loads, and sway analysis is due to sway, which we are going to assume it. So these two are totally separate. Now, when I do not have any load between the joints, I do not have fixed end moments due to external loads. And if I do not have any external loads and which will not cause any moment, so I do not have any non-sway analysis. So now here I have to go directly. I have mentioned over here. So we are going to be these all values of fixed end moments are 0. Now we will switch over directly. Then step 2, carryover factor. Then we have BA 4EI upon L. So we have here BC 4EI upon L. We have 3 BC, and then total stiffness we will get, and then we are with these distribution factors. Now, once we are with this distribution factor for joint B, we will go for joint C in the same way. We have now here CB 4EI upon 3, and CD is 4EI upon L, and we will have this again the same way, no change we have over here, and then values only we are in this fashion. And now we will go to directly non-sway analysis. We do not have, I already mentioned it, and therefore I have to go for sway analysis. But what change we are going to get, I will directly go with that change over here. I will not explain anything. Now you can see for member AB, I have delta over towards positive side. So I have considered positive side, and to take column towards positive side, I require anti-clockwise, which we have seen in the last problem. But in this problem, you can see I have delta at C, not at D, because my D end is fixed. And to take this column from C towards the right, I require clockwise. Is only change when we will talk about these frame, and that you have to keep in mind is not always values both for both it as minus. Here you will get minus for AB and plus for CD, and then you can go for MAB, and then we have this value. Actually we have over here MAB, and here we have to consider this will be MCD, or you can write MDC or MCD. That is your choice. So I will write MDC because A there first. So here we should have CD first. And then you can see AB minus, and DC we have plus. And then you can go with this. One we have minus, another we have plus. So that is minus 25 plus 25. And I will go moment distribution table now. This I did not require to explain. I will just show you. No release, so directly we have distributed moment. With 25 for B we have balanced minus 25 for C, and accordingly we have to go for carryover moment. Here you have carryover moment for DC also, because we have to take carryover moment to DC of CD, and likewise because my support D and support A both are fixed, which are end supports. And in this way we have to go for distributed moment. Again we have 3 distributed moments, and I will get these values. And then we can go with same, that is whatever we have considered in your last problem. We have to go shear equilibrium, and in shear equilibrium we have this will be 1.5 now, and one we have anti-clockwise, other we have clockwise. That we have to keep in mind. Was reaction is on at point D, not at C. That again we have to take care, and we have to write down the equation for HA. We have to write down equation for HD. So HD equation we will get it as minus, then add 2 and substitute values of HA and SD and get value of C, which will be 0.123. Once I know this value of C, I can put it in the equations of MAB, then all these equations, which will gives you final moments. So I have these will be final moments for all these members. So we have this step 5, which will be my final moments. And once I know these values, I can plot bending moment diagram. This will be no simply supported bending moment diagram because no load between the joints. So I have only bending moment diagram due to your final moments. So this is all about actually your frames. So this completes your moment distribution frame. So most probably, so we will go for some problems which will be typical when we will talk about moment distribution for beams, that we will see in next video. So we will stop here only today.